This opening day is going to be pretty special.
Let's play ball.
It should be pretty fun to watch this year.
It's Rockies opening day.
It's just so much better to get all the fans in here.
The first real opening day since 2019.
We're excited to have you here at KRIS Field, and we have missed all of you.
We're breaking down everything you need to know about the game and the expectations for the season.
I'm excited about the group we have. I think it's a well-rounded group. I think we have pitching, hitting, we've got a bullpen.
Baseball at KRIS Field also means fans flocking to LODO.
First and foremost, we're extremely excited to have people downtown again.
Fans, downtown businesses, and the players are ready for a busy baseball season.
It's like nothing else, and it should be pretty fun.
Opening day is opening day. I don't care for who we're playing. It's with the flyover, the full house. It's just a special day.
It's the day Rockies fans have been waiting for since October. It is opening day. We're about 3 hours away from first pitch against the Dodgers. Thanks so much for joining us. For Denver 7 News at 11, I'm Jason Grenauer. Taking a live look out there at KRIS Field. That is the center of the baseball Colorado universe today. And we have team coverage this morning. Let's first go over to Denver 7 Sports Director Lionel Bienvenu and Denver 7's Troy Rank. Guys, fans are excited for the season to start. So are the players. It's one of the best days of the year.
Jason, it sure is. There's no doubt about it. Really just another day at the office, right, Troy? If this is your office, I mean, look, you can't get any better. The weather is perfect. The team is warming up over here, as you can see, getting ready for opening day 2022. And Troy, we don't know what's going to happen during the season. We don't know if they'll be one of the worst teams in the league again. All we know is today is special for everybody involved.
Yeah, it's a rebirth of baseball. You can feel the energy walking around downtown this morning, seeing people up with purple in their purple gear. It feels like a playoff game, even if it's only one day. Reality can clobber us over the head the other 161 games. This is a fun day, exciting day for the fans to reintroduce themselves to baseball here in downtown LODO.
Yeah, it's Purple Friday. I got my purple shirt every year for the Rockies game. You got your purple tie. It's just a great day. And we'll talk more about what to expect from the Rockies this season a little bit later. We'll go live with Bud Black, the Rockies manager. But for now, let's hear what Kris Bryant has to say, the new face of the franchise, the newest Rocky. And for that, we've got Nick Rothschild live here at KRIS Field as well. Nick?
Well, Lionel, what I think you can expect is all eyes are going to be right out there, left field, where Rockies fans are going to get their first look at the former MVP, Kris Bryant, in purple pinstripes. And let me tell you, after meeting him yesterday, you're going to like what you see. The guy cuts an impressive figure, and his swing, it's tailor-made for the thin air here at KRIS Field. But what he brings to the Rockies, more than just a big bat, right? It's leadership. It's a winning pedigree. And it's a deep desire to help develop a winning culture here in Denver.
I'd like to have more of a say in just an opinion heard, just because I felt like in the past I never really had that. So I was kind of always not the younger guy, but there were guys ahead of me, and nobody really asked my opinion, and now they are, and that feels good because that's all I've ever wanted.
Bryant has never played on a losing team in Major League Baseball, but if he's going to want to extend that streak this year, guys, we may be looking at one of the most improbable seasons in baseball history here with the Rockies. But as they say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one opening day win against the Dodgers, right? I guess we'll see if Kris Bryant and the Rockies can get off to a 1-0 start here at KRIS Field on opening day. Jason?
All that matters, Nick, just 1-0. All right, now for fans heading out to the game, there's plenty of things to do before first pitch. Gates open in about an hour. You can watch batting practice and even try the batting cages for yourself as part of the fan experience. Pre-game festivities start at 1:30, and then first pitch is at 2:10. Now, we do have a few reminders for fans going to today's game or any game this season. Try to get to KRIS Field at least a half an hour early to get through security so you don't miss anything. Tickets are all digital this year, and don't bring cash because KRIS Field is cashless. Let's take another live look out there from KRIS Field. Rockies players out there on the field. We want to check in with meteorologist Stacey Donaldson, and it's the perfect day for baseball, the perfect weekend for baseball. The guys were out there in the sunshine. I remember a couple years ago it was snowing.
Right?
This is the opposite.
And can you imagine the last few days with the winds as high as they've been? If we had a game during that, it would have been ridiculous. So the weather has really cooperated for today's opening game, and 62 degrees will be our temperature by 2 o'clock. We'll be in the 60s throughout the game with lots of sunshine on the way. Those afternoon highs today, they're going to be in the 60s this afternoon, and a lot less wind. The system that brought that wind our way has now moved away from Colorado. So as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, we'll have temperatures staying in the 60s, lots of sunshine, sunny, nice weather. And this is what the winds look like right now, a far cry from those 60 to 80 mile an hour winds we had for the last couple of days. Now, if you're going to be out and about, of course you will tonight in Denver after the game, temperatures will be in the 60s by 7 o'clock, 50s by 10 o'clock, a nice cool evening, and we're setting the stage for a beautiful weekend. I'll have more on that coming up.
And more Rockies games to come, Stacey. Thank you. Now, gates don't open over at Coors Field until noon, but the party has really been happening all morning long. Denver 7's Veronica Acosta is live, and Veronica, fans are excited. Baseball is back in LODO.
And it is quite the party, Jason. Some of these Rockies fans have been out here for hours now. Some of them, of course, as you can imagine, heading to the team store to grab some gear. Others, though, they're definitely partaking in those pre-game, pre-party activities. We spoke with one group of fans. They have been out here since last night. They have rented a parking lot near here for the past, get this, 14 years. Listen to what their tradition is.
Every year we would come out, we would all go down here, and it was hard to keep everybody together. Running around all the bars and stuff, so I decided I would just have a party and get all my friends together, and so everybody comes here, and we all, like one day a year, we all get to hang out.
And as you can imagine, thousands of people will be in the downtown LODO area today. The Downtown Denver Partnership projects that for the first time since the pandemic started, we're going to see those pre-pandemic levels on opening day. We're not talking about 100,000 or even 200,000 people. Instead, 300,000 or more than that down in this area. You just heard Mike talk about what his tradition is. Listen to why he actually does it.
It is the game, it's the ambiance, it's the knowing that summer's here again.
And you hear that excitement here wherever you're standing. Those guys who are doing that tradition, Mike and his group of friends, we asked them what they're so excited for today. They said one of the things they're going to be watching for is Russell Wilson throw out that first pitch. So we'll be right there alongside them as well. Jason, back to you.
All right, our Veronica Acosta not partaking in the shot ski, but having a whole lot of fun down there in LODO. Thank you. All right, well, restaurants in LODO, they're ready for all that foot traffic downtown that Veronica was just talking about. Opening day is the unofficial start of the busy season for so many restaurants. That includes Bruto. The restaurant wasn't fully staffed last year and didn't have a walk-in spot. Instead, they had a spot in the alley over in the dairy block. But this year, the restaurant in LODO is fully staffed and is making a profit, making opening day so important.
Well, it's just exposure, right? So even if people don't know who you are, they're willing to take a chance and they get interested and they come in. And then we get to share what we're doing with them. It's great.
With so many people downtown, Denver police want to make sure fans stay safe this weekend. Police will be patrolling from Union Station to Coors Field. That means if you're drinking, take an Uber, a bus, or just walk to the game. Drivers should also be on the lookout for fans, including pedestrians and cyclists, just a whole lot of people out there all trying to share the road.
Be cognizant of the mass number of pedestrians going to be on foot downtown, people on scooters, people on bikes. We always want to make sure that everybody's careful in the way they get to and from the game.
Now, DPD says people should call them if they see anything suspicious. Officers will also have a community table set up near 21st and Blake. That's where anyone with questions about the game or anything near Coors Field, like directions, can get some help. All right, well, the grass is cut, the bases are clean, Coors Field ready for the season, but getting it that way, it's quite the job. Denver 7's Brian Sanders talked to the head groundskeeper who's been keeping the field in pristine condition for nearly 30 years.
Coors Field looks immaculate and ready for opening day as tens of thousands of fans will be welcomed inside the stadium. Full capacity crowd for opening day for the first time since 2019, and thousands more, of course, flooded into the downtown area to be a part of the atmosphere here. As we talk about Coors Field as a stadium, it's a beautiful ballpark. It is the fourth largest capacity stadium in the Major League with a seating of just over 50,000. And the Rockies typically trend trend well as far as average fan attendance per game. They rank in the top 10 for fan attendance. Of course, it was on full display to the nation last year during All-Star Weekend. And Air Tracker 7 flew over the field yesterday to see the stadium and the grassy surface in pristine condition. They're going with the striped kind of crosshatch look for opening day. I had a chance to catch up with the Rockies head groundskeeper for the last 28 years since they moved to Coors Field. His name is Mark Razum. They call him Raz. He and his crew have been heating the turf from underground for the last 2 months to get it green and ready to go. And they will actually be watching the game to see how the grass and the dirt react.
We watched the game from the knee on down, so, you know, just watching how the ball bounces, if it stays true. You know, front of home plate is kind of a critical spot. That's where the first top is, so we want to make sure, you know, it's dead in the ball there. Just, you know, how wet or dry, you know, conditions are. So, you know, a lot of it has to do with weather and day to day. So just kind of watching how their feet react to the turf and how the ball reacts to the turf.
Yeah, the only thing they can't control really is the altitude. According to the Rockies website, the ball will travel 9% farther at mile-high altitude than at the sea-level stadiums. And they don't have to deal with the snow this year. It is a picture-perfect spring day for opening day. The game starts just after 2 p.m. The gates open here at the stadium at noon. At Coors Field, Brian Sanders, Denver 7.
Thank you, and we will have much more Rockies coverage coming up. You can also find everything you need to know about opening day over on the denverchannel.com as well as the Denver 7 mobile app. We'll be right back.